Hey everybody, today we are going to learn about ratios, unit price, and unit rates. So let's start with the ratios first. A ratio is a comparison of two numbers or quantities. It tells you how much of one thing there is compared to another. For example, you might use a ratio to compare the number of laptops with one group of students to the number of laptops with another group of students. Now, there are many ways to write a ratio. You can write it as a column, as a fraction, or as a phrase. In general, we use A variable to represent the first quantity and B variable to represent the second quantity. Let's look at an example to understand this better. Julia opens up a big box of candies and counts them. She counts 20 candies in total. Among those, there are 8 strawberry candies and 5 Christmas candies. What is the ratio of strawberry candies to Christmas candies? And what is the ratio of strawberry candies to the total candies? So let's break it down into simple steps. She counts a total of 20 candies. Among them, there are 8 strawberry candies and 5 Christmas candies. To find the ratio of strawberry candies to Christmas candies, we compare the number of strawberry candies to the number of Christmas candies. Hence, the ratio of strawberry candies to Christmas candies would be 8/5. Now, to find the ratio of strawberry candies to the total candies, we compare the number of strawberry candies to the total number of candies. So there are 8 strawberry candies and 20 total candies. So the ratio of strawberry candies to the total candies would be 8/20. Now that we know what a ratio is, let's now understand what a rate and unit rates are. A rate is a simple kind of a ratio where the two quantities being compared have different units. Let's take an example. 3 cups of flour to 3 tablespoons of sugar. The two quantities are cups and tablespoons here. We are comparing cups units to tablespoons unit, and both represent different units. Another example would be 4 liters of milk to 200 grams of cheese. In this case, we are comparing liters to grams. The last example is spending $50 on groceries to spending 2 hours on shopping. Here we are comparing dollars to hours. All of these are examples of rates. So far, we only looked at rates where denominators weren't 1. When you have a rate that has 1 as its denominator, it is called a unit rate. Unit rates are very useful in everyday life. They help us compare prices, speed, or another quantities by standardizing the comparison to 1 unit. You always want to know how much you are getting for 1 unit of something. So let's look at an example to understand this better. A car can travel 300 miles on 15 gallons of gasoline. What is the unit rate per gallon of gasoline? The question is asking us to find out how many miles the car can travel using 1 gallon of gasoline. So we write the quantities in a ratio, 300 miles to 15 gallons. Notice that both units are different, therefore this ratio is a rate. In order to solve this problem, we need to convert this rate to a unit rate. This means we convert the denominator to 1 somehow. Let's first list the rate as a fraction. Now to simplify this fraction, we list the factors of 300 and 15. Now we find the greatest common factor these two numbers share, which is 15. Next, we divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. So 300 divided by 15 and 15 divided by 15. 300 divided by 15 gives us 20 and 15 divided by 15 gives us 1. So this gives us the unit rate of 20 miles per gallon. This means that the car can travel 20 miles on 1 gallon of gasoline. See how useful unit rates are. They help us compare quantities by standardizing the comparison to 1 unit. Let's now take a look at another example of unit price to master this concept. Sarah pays $1.60 for 2 bottles of water. What is the unit price of each bottle? The question is asking for the unit price, which means how much 1 bottle of water costs. There's an alternate and easier way to find the unit price. We can simply divide the total price by the number of items. This will essentially makes the denominator to 1 as well. So by dividing the total price of 1.60 by the number of bottles 2, we get the unit price of $0.80 per bottle. This means that each bottle of water costs $0.80 or 80 cents. I hope you found this helpful. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. So that is all for today. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep learning and take care.